Okay, so I'm in the parking lot of the clinic right now. It is December 9th at, I think it's like 2 p.m. or something. Just had my routine ultrasound appointment so that we can schedule out IUI number 3. And so I went into this appointment just, kind of numb to everything. Like, we're just going through the motions at this point. Anyways, Alex and I are going out of town this coming weekend to celebrate Christmas early with my side of the family at our cabin in Georgia. And so the fact that like the IUI is kind of lining up with this weekend was kind of like, all right, maybe we won't be able to do it because of the timing and the scheduling and us going out of town. So I went into this appointment already kind of being prepared of like, okay, if we do it, great. But then also, maybe it won't work out this month because of our trip. So yeah, just kind of went into this appointment open-minded per usual, only to find out that my follicles are looking like ready to be dropped. So I don't know if I like ovulated slightly early this month, but apparently I was supposed to already order the overdrill before today's appointment so that in case things were looking ready to go, like I wouldn't have anything holding me back. And so since my follicle, which I think he only found one this time, which is, I think I'm feeling kind of sad about that because there was just so much excitement last cycle thinking that like, oh my gosh, there's 2 follicles and like I could potentially have twins. Like that was a dream I never really thought could be a reality. That's okay. Anyways, it looks ready to go. And so he wanted me to take the shot tonight, but I don't have the shot because I wasn't aware that I had to order it. So that was not an outcome I was expecting. So they called around local pharmacies to see if I could just like pick one up because I think it's like too late in the day to like order one to be delivered by tonight. So whatever, processing that because now they're kind of just like, well, since your body kind of looks ready to go, like maybe, you know, we'll just go off of your natural ovulation and still do the IUI without having to take the shot. But I don't know if that really makes sense or if Alex and I should just try naturally because like part of the IUI being more accurate is because you can also kind of manipulate the ovulation and make that more accurate as well. So I don't know if it'll be like worth the money this cycle, if any of that makes sense. You know, just recording my thoughts, just documenting everything. But you know, just another $300+ today from the ultrasound. So yeah, I gotta talk to Alex and see what he's wanting to do. But again, I don't know. Whatever. So it's just like communication. I would have definitely had plenty of time to order the overdrill and have it tonight. I could have, you know, we could have proceeded as normal. Because at first he was like, yeah, take the shot tonight, then come back in Wednesday for the IUI. And I'm like, okay, wait, I don't have the shot. So that kind of put a kink in the plans. But, oh well. Like I said, I went into this appointment very open-minded and just kind of letting God decide if, you know, we're doing the IUI or not and not like really stressing it too much because we have our trip and there's a lot going on. So there's a lot to keep me distracted anyways. And I was already kind of feeling after IUI number 2 that like, what's a third one gonna do? But I'm just open to trying it so we can really say we gave it a fair shot. Oh, but I don't know. There was some other good news though that came of this appointment, which is that they had a cancellation for this Wednesday for an IVF consultation. And originally ours is scheduled for December 30th, which is fine because we were like, okay, we'll do IUI number 3, like see if that works. And then in the meantime, we'll get this IVF appointment scheduled to get the IVF process started if this IUI doesn't work. Because I know with availability and the holidays, like they were going to book up fast. So I just wanted to get that scheduled, get that out of the way. But they just told me right now that they have a cancellation and they can move up my IVF consultation to literally this Wednesday. So just being able to get that conversation started sooner than we thought could be a great thing. So that's kind of cool. So that's it. I'm gonna go now. And I guess stay tuned if I'm coming back for an IUI or a consultation or none of the above. Or maybe I'll see you next year. Maybe a Christmas miracle will happen and Alex and I will get pregnant naturally. It'll be the greatest Christmas gift. I mean, really. But okay, that's all for now, and I'm gonna go. So thanks for listening, as always. Okay, bye. We just left our IVF consultation. It's December 11th, 10:38 a.m. And we're just processing our appointment. I was just telling Alex, like, how did we get to this point? Like, oh my gosh, it's just crazy to reflect on, like, these past 2 years, everything we've gone through, all the testing, all the appointments, and all the prayers, oh my gosh, and just like kind of subconsciously, mentally preparing to even work with a fertility clinic and then accept the potential of doing IVF and just like getting over that like mental hump of like, okay, this could actually be a reality for us. Let's start preparing and asking God to soften our hearts, or soften my heart, because I just never would have picked this journey for myself. But God has other plans. So I don't know. I just feel like if I would have had this consultation appointment earlier this year or even over the summer, like I was just not in the right headspace. Like I was still very much, I think, hardened towards this idea of like accepting the fact that I just might need some extra assistance with getting pregnant. And so I personally feel like I've come a long way because I had more peace this morning than I thought I would have going into an appointment like this, that I feel like was a big deal to like the old Janae. And here we are. We got the IVF consultation in the books. Like things are just moving and grooving. And even just being back in the consultation room, like the last time we had been in that room was when we had our initial consultation to just like meet the doctor and decide if this was a route we were going to take, like just even working with the fertility clinic. And so it was just kind of like, look how much has happened since that appointment in June or July, I can't remember now. We've taken so many fun trips. Some of our friends have gotten married. We celebrated Thanksgiving. We did 2 IUIs, like threw a huge surprise party for his 30th. Like, I just feel like life is just crazy sometimes. Anyways. So yeah, any initial thoughts, babe? Do you think the appointment went well?
Yeah, I mean, as well as it could have gone. I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not the one that has to go through all of the shots and stuff, so whatever you want to do, I'm down for it, but I feel comfortable. I feel good.
Yeah.
He was optimistic.
Yeah, which was nice to see the doctor be optimistic about our situation and just reiterating, like, yeah, we're young, we're healthy, everything does look great and seems great, like, so there really is nothing wrong. God just wants us to go through this for some odd reason. Maybe it's to help someone out, or just to teach us to be more like Christ and be patient and trust the process. I don't know, but maybe one day we'll find out the reason for all of this. But yeah, we, said a prayer before walking in, because I'm like, this is kind of, I don't know, this is like the first step in doing IVF. So it's like, I don't know, seems like a big deal to me, but maybe it's not.
It's a big deal.
But yeah, it is a big deal. But he wrote out our treatment plan and gave us some options. And so they're going to email us kind of the price sheet for all of those several options, which is good that it wasn't like we went in there and he was like, this is the only way you can go. This is what I think, and you just have to do it. Like, it was nice to kind of talk through different options, starting with being like less aggressive, like we have been doing with our IUIs, and doing like the basic level IUI, which is like really no fertility drugs other than the Overdrill shot. So we just kind of talked through, you know, if we want to continue to be less aggressive or, you know, being really aggressive. I mean, we had an opportunity to try naturally this week. So of course there could always be that miraculous option of getting pregnant naturally and having it work this time. And so if things don't work and I'm not pregnant this month, I think we're gonna do like one more IUI, but we're gonna be a little more aggressive, like do kind of like the level 2 of it and take a very low dose of Clomid, which will help stimulate maybe more follicles.
Triplets.
Please, Jesus,
Quintuplets.
don't give me triplets, but I'll take what I can get. We're gonna do that in the new year, so start off 2025 strong. And then while we're doing IUI number 3, the doctor was being really good about like just the scheduling and maximizing our time, so we're not prolonging IVF if that ends up being in our future. So I can kind of slowly start the prep work for IVF while I'm going through IUI number 3, which seems crazy. So I think at the soonest, he said we could start like the egg retrieval and like the actual IVF process in March of 2025. So, which I think sounds pretty soon, but
I'll be here before we know it.
yeah, we'll see. So that's the update, the long-winded update. And now we're home and we both gotta go to work. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, bye.